Nice. Okay. We're back in. I got it to work.
The fact is, Anaya liked this. This is so funny. I'm shocked Anaya liked something like this. Like,
Mm,
showing people random pictures.
yeah,
There's like a whole bunch of them here, so the interactions.
I've seen that stuff before. I don't think it wants to go down today.
What, the live stream?
No, the market.
Oh, damn, what the fuck? He doesn't know what he wants to do. He's literally just going up and down.
Yeah. Not ideal. Can't even chart anything. Nothing. Nothing's lining up. All right, I'm entered. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm shorting it now too, just because it hasn't liked this area that it's coming up to. So short stop loss. If I lose, I lose $300. If we lose this trade, done for the day.
Yeah, me too. Because I've been in this trade for like 30 minutes now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll lose like 350 if I lose this trade, which is fine.
Yeah.
But we're slowing down, I think. My take profits all the way down at last night's low.
That's what. Oh, you mean this week's red one?
The low at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. That low. That's where my target is. It's all the way down there.
That's where my first target is, but
I don't really think it'll get all the way down there. That's where my target is because I want to give it room to breathe. Realistically, just to save the account, I'd probably sell out if it got to 1,500.
yeah.
Um,
I said at 1,400.
yeah. Yeah. Because my account, I think, yeah, my my consistency rule, I need $1,900. Doesn't mean I have to make it all in one day. It just means I need 1,900.
Mm-hmm.
Let's flip this back to the 5-minute. Let's watch it here. And we just kind of wait. Let's put on some tunes. Can I hook up the Bluetooth and my headphones? Well, what is you doing?
What do you do?
Literally, that's what I said. What do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Did you actually get stopped out that time?
Yeah, I did.
Damn.
It's okay, I'm gonna start doing this anyways.
Mine's a little higher than that.
I have videos I need to watch for the training, but I'm gonna put my headphones in.
What's the hourly look like? This last hour's blue. Full retrace. Automatic, make that hit get acrobatic. Make that shit go automatic. Automatic. Make that shit go automatic. Is there news today? Let's look. Oh shit, there was PPI this morning. Interesting. Oh, no, there's nothing really. Trump replaced our Fed today too. Jerome Powell's no longer our. Sorry, Jerome Powell's no longer our Fed anymore. Trump changed our Fed. That might be why there's weird price action, because no one really wants to invest and no one wants to short, and so it's causing this weird indecision. Which is like, it's still going to the upside, but it's like the last 45 minutes were just up and down the same amount. And now it's going back down with a larger wick. So it's like, okay, this could be the liquidity sweep. But it also could just hit the same level again and then turn back around and stay in the same area. You know, I mean, I wonder if anyone's watching. Nope. No one. Just me. It's just me. And I'm up $100. No one's watching. What the heck? $200. I got a better entry this time, I think. Like, it was on the last 15-minute candle.
Hold on, sorry, let me just finish this really quick.
You're good. You don't entirely have to listen to me. I'm really just talking to keep the stream, like, and I'm trying to make my stream entertaining. If you're busy, you don't have to respond to me. All right, let's see here. Hey, that's not cool. That's not cool. Just, yeah. Yeah, like that. God, my stream is so laggy too. Oh, my bad. Oh shit, there we go. There's some movement. Now we talking, baby. Now we talking. Still got to go down a little bit before I make money today because I lost like this morning before we went to bed. So I need like 10 more pips to be break even. And then anything past that is profit for the actual day.
Yep, that'd be nice. So I actually really like this. I have you download this file. I saved it to Drive, so I could know where to find it. And it's literally an example of someone converting an audio into a transcription, and it's giving you like tips. Like, here's a really good tip: use "okay" as depicted here, never "okay."
Right.
Which I already use "okay." I already spell it all the way out all the time. That's just how I say "okay," so that's good. And then like parenthetical example in case of that, but like spell out numbers from 1 to 10 in text, spelling for affirmative slang, dashes for false starts and interruptions. So this is a court case going on. Speaker names in all caps, example of Q&A, example of byline. It's good. It gives me, because I didn't know any of this.
Yeah, that is good.
So I was just going to jump into it without knowing really any of this, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. All right, let's see some push. Let's go down, please. Oh, shit. All right, sorry, everyone. Now, I'm just saying, I told people that I was going to be streaming today. I told them that it'd be on YouTube. Therefore, it is a free stream. And yet, no one. Well, guess what? I made $800 so far. So who's really missing out? The ones who didn't show up or me with no viewers? I think it's the ones who didn't show up. All right, well, I had to say something. Excuse me. Now we're back at $600, but that's okay. That's okay. You don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's not even close to my take profit. You can't even see it on my screen when I'm zoomed in. See, that's why you don't touch it. Oh, slow. It's going up. Shut the fuck up. It went back down. Try harder. That's what I say. We don't need to be on the 1 minute. Let's switch this up a little bit. What's the 15 looking like? Okay, 15's looking aggressive. It's over though. Interesting. Okay. New hourly as well. See some movement then. Got some fat wicks on the hourly. Looking towards the downside. If we can break through this 1 minute gap, I think we're pretty much set. But I do have this trend line that it's following. So of course it's got to break through this. If it doesn't break through this trend line, it will continue to follow it until it stops me out. So we've got to see some movement through this zone. I mean, next 3 or 4 candles, we want to just see it make another gap just straight through there. A wick down through it would also be okay, but it wouldn't mean that we're like safe. A wick is usually worse. I mean, let's just be honest. See, we're still vibing. So let's go back to the 15 and watch this hourly candle open up on the 15. Honestly, I'd just like to be right today. Even if it came down to this zone, that'd be amazing. I think that's, let's see here. What is that? 800. Okay, so whatever that is. Make close to $2,000 if this hits this zone. I don't actually really want it to go all the way down here just because I don't know how that'll affect consistency rules, but that is my target. I guess realistically a better target is more like that. But honestly, if it's going to hit that, I usually expect it to hit the actual low that I'm targeting. So I mean, we'll leave it there just so I don't get busted on the consistency. Any other futures traders who want to know, understand what I mean, or funded traders or whatever. See what I mean? See, we hit that trend, and it's like, nah, man, I don't know about that. Still created a new low though. So one like important, and it's like minor thing, but it can be important sometimes. Like it's still like this is the 1 minute high, and this before that was the 1 minute high. So this made a new low, and then this one, even though it spiked up and was blue, like significantly blue, you can see it's under the last 1 minute wick. So on like a minuscule time frame, this is still a downtrend. It's just not an even one. So like you couldn't parallel this one, right? Because it that wick is like essentially it's like a liquidity grab. It's not the same as the liquidity sweep because it didn't sweep anything. It just grabbed some liquidity off of this trend. So people who thought it was breaking out entered in, and then instantly they're getting stopped out right now. That's why it's going back down. So it's still a downtrend, realistically. You can use one of these kind of trends and parallel it to actually capture everything a little bit better. You see, but honestly, we still really need it to break through this zone because if it doesn't, you can see it closed right at the 50%. If it can't break through this zone, then it's respecting bullish structure, and we don't want to be shorting anything that's being supported by bullish structure, right? So the next level that I would expect if it breaks past this would be these two bodies. I take these two bodies and I line them up like this. I put it far enough, But then now we've got this zone. We'll probably see some turbulence once it gets down through there. But it's got to break this. If it doesn't break this, I'll probably sell out up here, which isn't ideal. But still profits. And hey, what is it? Like $400 a day, and you can make 6 figures, I think. So that's all we need. So I mean, a lot of people like they'll put lines in the wrong places, and this is like what kills a lot of traders. If you decided this is the trend line and you left it there, then as soon as this candle turned blue, you would have been like, hell yeah, I'm entering in. And you'd enter, and then fuck it, you'd be losing right now because you thought, hell yeah, this is a good entry off of this weird bullish structure. Well, now it's invalidated because you didn't draw the right trend line. It didn't actually form anything. This is just a quick move, and you should have entered in when it slowed down, right? If you wanted to capture this move. If you want to capture a move like this, then you have to wait for a breakout. You have to wait for it to actually break out. This next blue candle, it's got to also turn around and it's got to close down below, or it's not worth entering back in on. Like this trade it's already moved, right? So like this could be the end of it. As you see, like it's turning back around through this structure. Now, the real question is like, oh shit, what did it hit? Why is it turning around? Why is price not going down anymore, right? Well, this could be the liquidity grab too. Like it could be this, right? But also, as we know, literally the last forever has just been back and forth. So, what else it can tell us here? Oh my god, 1 minute. There we go. What else it can tell us here is that, man, that's fucking crazy. Why'd we do that? See, so now that it broke out of that range, now I'm considering selling out of this position. But if I were to enter in on a position to sell off after it got down here, I would have been questioning it to begin with because, hell, it already did move. Like, it's already moved down. If you're a scalper, this would have been a perfect trade. Easy 20 minutes, done. I prefer to have like longer term trades. If I can, I usually go for like 6 hours. I don't think this trade is going to last me, especially because a lot of people selling off and leveraging into positions, and I don't like that. Like, personally, it off all at the same time. So instead of buying 5 or 10 micros, I'll buy one mini, just because it makes sense to me. And I usually don't put my stop losses far enough away that it impacts my account. So this stop loss is at $350. If it were to turn around right now and go all the way up and hit my stop loss, I'd be down $350. Now for a micro, that would be a lot less. I mean, that could be 175. It could be $100, and you could even move it higher, right? Like if I really wanted to set a higher stop loss, I'd run a micro and I'd put my stop loss all the way above 7,000, because 7,000 if I'm betting on it going down. But I personally, I like to set my stop losses in places where if it's going to pass this level, then it invalidates my trade completely, right? So I originally, like, I was recording a video this morning. It had already moved up instead of moving down out of this zone. And so I was instantly like, okay, I want it to hit this high from last night or whatever this morning. I want it to hit this high, because once it hits that high, then I'll short, because it's already gone up, right? So I waited for that move, and then you can see I tried to short it here. I actually shorted all the way down here, and then I got stopped out up here. So that's what happened. And then I found this zone. It created this zone, and I was like, okay, cool. I like this zone. This is a strong sell-off point. We'll enter in next time it hits that again, because obviously it was too late to enter in down here. The move already happened, right? Moves over. Can't double down. Now it went back up. I actually entered in right here because it was coming up to this zone, and I didn't want to, like, yes, I could have put it in the zone, but also if I want it to reject a zone, then I shouldn't hope that it's going to go any further into the zone. So I put it right as it enters the zone, right? So we went into a little bit of drawdown. It hit that high. And that's when it started moving down. It hit a larger liquidity sweep on this group right here. You got this. It doesn't even line up. Great. You got this. It's just this swept this, and this one swept this, right? So now all I'm betting on is that this was the final sweep. It doesn't need to go up anymore, because if it is going to go up anymore, it's going to go past this high and it's going to hit this high. Like, if you're going to be going long right now, my target would probably be 7,000, just because this is like the next high is right above the high I was targeting to enter a short on. Man. And right now, I mean, we're still plummeting, honestly. So it did this. I swear this is just a grab. Like, we're on the 1 minute, so it doesn't look like it. It just looks like a lot of shit going on. You have to remember that the 1 minute is weak. So when you go back to the 5 minute, holy shit, that's just a big wick. It's not a full body candle anymore. It's just a wick. So now it's like, okay, that's a lot of selling pressure. So anyone who entered in on that, if you zoom out, should feel like a dumbass. Just because, like, if you zoomed out, you would see there is no bullish structure. It's not holding on to anything. All it did was go up, above the downtrend and then plummet. And all that's doing is creating a new high that's lower than the last high, which gives you space to continue betting on it going down. Right now, we're just at the end of this zone. We're still kind of respecting it on the 5 minute, even though the 5 minute zone is technically bigger, right? We really only care about the 1 minute zone because as soon as it breaks past that, we can go back to the 15 minute and just watch. Because this is, in my opinion, this is the only thing that's holding it up right now. I mean, we got some turbulence here. It's just chilling. So I'm gonna step away for a minute, but I'll be back. No one's even watching, so it doesn't fucking matter. But we'll just leave this up. Leave this up on the 5 minute, cause fuck you. Alright. Really?
So it looks like transcribing. I wonder if I'll be getting paid more for it. So transcribing is it's all about legal transcription. So I'll be transcribing. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, but you have to do it call first.
Well, you can still do it.
There's like other ways to go. There is other ways to go around it. Remember that video I showed you that had still getting likes to this day?
Yeah.
It's about me wanting to be a
All right. See, we looking good still, and I, like always, was right again. Look at that zone. Look at how we bounced away from it. Doesn't mean we're bad. Doesn't mean our trade's invalid. But it did bounce off that zone. Like, I don't know. Some people are like, how do you know what it's gonna do? Studying, dude. Studying and like experience, and I've been in this market, so it's like, okay, I expect it to do these things because it's done it so many times before. Like, this is just how it works. There's not many better explanations for it. I don't have names for a lot of the confluences I use because I didn't watch people's videos. I didn't watch ICT. I didn't watch TJR to learn the things that I learned. It's just I know this is a level that gets rejected more often than not. Now, I did learn fair value gaps, Like that's what this one is. It obviously got rejected and then it blast through, swept, and everybody who entered in got stopped back out. And now we're pushing further down because there's no resistance anymore. They bought all of it up, and it's all gone. There's no more resistance. So now we're just waiting for this zone to get broken through. I think TJR calls these order blocks, but I don't know. This is where it swept. This is the two bodies at the bottom of a move on the 1 minute structure. So this is a 1 minute order block, or I don't know. Like I said, I didn't learn these things from someone else. I just know this is a level that needs to be broken through. Damn. Just like that. Just like that. Like, it's got 40 seconds left on this 1 minute candle, but that gives me confidence to go all the way out to the 15 minute. Now we're looking at this. Now it's like, okay, the next level is when it hits this trend line. This is the level it broke above this morning, and it's been testing this. I mean, that's why it does this. It's been testing this. It wants to break through it. It just hasn't yet. If anything, I want it to follow this all the way down until it hits my take profit. Now, also, we could take profit right now because I'm up $1,300. And realistically, that's an amazing trade for anyone. But it's not my trade, right? Like if my trade was targeting that low, great. We hit it, right? Take profit. But my target's all the way back here because I want to target this low. And so I'm targeting this area below or above it just so it makes sure it confirms that I'll get hit. A safer zone, I mean, if you really just want like really, really high probability, you can get even higher and take a profit off of this level because obviously it rejected this really hard on the 15 minute. And that's what made this push, right? So this whole zone, that's why I want it to break through this because this goes all the way back to here and it goes all the way down to here. It's just this is the highest confluence level. There's more things that happened in this zone. So that's why we want this zone. That's why we need it to break past this zone because then it would confirm it coming down to this zone. Now, that's why I have another zone here because there is another bullish structured fair value gap right here. If it were to come down into this zone, chances are it reverses. Chances are it goes back up. Now, that's why I want it to follow or at least break through this trend line because if it breaks through this trend line, then there's a higher chance that it pushes below this zone. If it stays above and they meet in the middle, like how this happened, if they meet in the middle right here, definitely good chance it'll reverse. Now, that's where things like retracement tools come in handy. I'm not going to go over mine because you can learn that in my Discord. But like if we see it start turning around, right, then we'd want it to come back up and hit this zone again. We want to come back, hit this zone, respect this zone, and then turn back around. If it does that, then you can be pretty sure that it's going to go through this zone, but it might not happen until the end of the day, right? Like we want this to happen in the next like 5 or 10, 15-minute candles. It wouldn't be great if it happened by the end of the day because I never like getting stopped out by the market just because this is a funded account. It will literally just end your trade because the market's closing and you can't hold overnight. So what are we at? Oh my God, $1,600. And there we go. That's what we wanted. It's breaking past that level. So now we just ride the wave because if we go back out to the 1 hour, and this is where all the scalpers miss out, right? If we go back to the 1 hour, we can see, okay, it's finally actually chose a direction to go. Like it's finally choosing a direction because it hasn't broken below a 15-minute high or low, rather. It hasn't broken below one of those yet, but it has confirmed, okay, it's past these wicks that have pushed it all the way up here. You can be pretty sure that it wants to go down. Now, that's why this is a high reversal area because A, we have this bullish structure, and B, we have this bullish wick. So this low also needs to be pushed past. and then immediately it needs to break past this bullish gap. Because if it can't break past that bullish gap, I'm never going to hit my take profit, and it's going to reverse, and it's just going to keep consolidating in this area that it's been in all day. I mean, yeah, that's where we're at. Let's go back to the 5 minute and see what we're doing. What is we doing? We're just hanging out. We're hanging out. It didn't confirm that low on the 5 minute. It's retesting it on the 1 minute. We're still good. See, this is actually, I mean, I personally like to see this more than a large gap. So this candle right here, it's an imbalance. It's too big. It's too steep. And the market like inherently balances itself out. It's just the way the market works. Everything's got to balance. It can't go up without it going down, and it can't go down without it going up a little bit. And if it's going to make a sharp move like this, like you can see when it made a sharp move like this one, it instantly came back down, filled it, and then it continued higher. We want it to fill this because if there are too many buying orders that are waiting, there's not going to be enough selling orders that are being filled that it's going to move back up to fill the buying orders to enter in on their positions. And as you can see, we've closed red. That's a pretty good bearish structure right there on the 1 minute. Like good simple reversal, less than 2 candles. And so now we're just going to go back down. It's going to push back below that low, and we're going to keep pushing on the 5 minute. And the 15 minute. Last 5 minutes of this 15 minute candle should look pretty good too. As we can see, there's 30 seconds left on this 5 minute candle. It'd be great if it closed right here. And then the next 5 minute candle, hopefully we'd see it come into this zone. Honestly, I'm just going to take profits there because, man, I don't need to make any more than that. Seriously, that's plenty for me. Like, if it was part of my trade, I'd be totally good with taking out right now. But like, honestly, I want to show you guys, like, commit to your trade idea. Like later in the day, it's going to continue going down and it's going to hit my first take profit. I'm going to start thinking like, oh man, I could have made another $1,000. No. Get that out of your head. You don't need that. All right, the first 20 seconds of this 5 minute candle look great too. We just want to see it keep pushing. I'm going to get up for just a second. Never feel bad if you have to walk away from your trade. I mean, you shouldn't touch it anyways after you place it. So looking good, guys. Looking good.
I'm taking it outside before I take it out because there are so many places. No, I'm not kidding you. I started coming around in this in Swanton. I thought like just right here. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like there's no dead body. Why are you guys swarming? You know? Ugh, every time I open that shit, where are the keys, babe? Yeah, I don't know where they're at.
I was up 1,700 for a second.
Nice.
I'm up 1,400 right now. So if it makes you feel better, your trade was also right. You just, the stop loss was a little too low. Because it barely went higher than your stop loss. You just, I don't know what you had marked for that move line. But I think he had the wrong high marked out. So we'll go back over it.
to get all the flies out of here. Honestly. That's why
Okay, what is going on? Times like this, I will check the NASDAQ. So, yeah, this is okay. This is okay. Oh my god. So there's a bit of an SMT here on a higher time frame because obviously, we're still on the 5 minute. There's a bit of an SMT here, so we might see some kind of reversal. Nasdaq hit equal lows with this wick, whereas ES has not. This low is all the way down here, so I'm gonna move my stop loss right above that because realistically, an SMT should get filled in the next candle or so. If it does, it's gonna reverse, and we just don't want to be a part of that. So I'd like to see it finish this move in the next 5 minute candle, but we will see. We will see, because that stings. Yeah, that stings a little bit. Why are we doing that? That's like $500. It just like deleted. It's crazy to think about it that way. Just gone, deleted it. Market's like, no, you don't get this today. Here, let's go to a cleaner graph. As you can tell, this is the one I've been messing with all morning.
Let that trash can chill out there because they're still swarming.
Okay.
I got rid of most of them.
Good.
You see them yet?
Not by me, no. All right, so we just want to see it push a little lower, and then we're done for the day. And we made pretty much a month's salary for minimum wage. Can't argue with that. Cannot argue with that. How long have I been streaming? Does it even say on this? Oh yeah, 50 minutes. Okay. Cool. Damn, why are we moving so? No. Stop that. Stop that, man. None of that. I mean, honestly, like if I had something else to do today, this would be about the time that I get up and leave it. It's gone far enough that it's like, okay, if it reverses, then that was just a bad trade. But like honestly, at this point, it's like, okay, it's gonna hit that profit. So either I can sell out now and go on with my day, or I can just leave it and go on about my day. And if you do that, you just have to be okay with any outcome, because realistically, it could be time for a reversal, but I think it's just time for a retracement. I think this is just the 15-minute candle opening, whereas like this 15-minute candle, it didn't do much, right? It went up. You see, it would have looked like this during this time. So that's why it's like, okay, I don't want to sell out right now because it's not actually reversing. It's just opening a new candle and it's creating a wick. That way there's no imbalance here, because on the 15-minute, it filled up of this as much of this as it could, and it's got this gap now on the 15-minute. and now we just don't want to see. I mean, we don't want to see it go too much past this wick, because until this candle actually closes, there's no way of confirming, what it's going to do. But once this candle is closed, then we can confirm, okay, it's finished this gap. There's no imbalance anymore on the 15 minute. We should just see it go down. Go back to the 1 minute and see it a little closer. See, so it filled this gap. There's no longer any imbalance there. And see, it's filling up all of this. Probably see it reject this. Oh yeah, it's already doing it. So yeah, there you go. Some people include the wicks when they do stuff like this. And I think it just makes the zone too big, because if I'm going to mark that area, I already have that. Like, there's already a line there. So I don't need the same markings. So it's like, okay, I'll make this zone without the wicks. That way it can be a little more accurate. And I have a zone like around that line. Should be a little bit lower. Yeah. And you can see, I mean, it didn't quite touch it, but it filled this last 20-minute drawdown, and so it dumped and it went back into this trend that it's making. So now we've got this counter trend that we need it to break through to confirm, okay, this is a downward trend. Like, if it stays and if it makes the same pattern that it did this morning, like when you look at this one, I had this pulled up. If it makes the same pattern where it tests this multiple times, we'll see it come up and test this, and then you could enter in once it tests this again. But realistically, I don't see that happening. Like, it's making its move. This is the continuation phase of the market. This is not like, this is the time when it's been decided and the market is just moving in one direction, and then come closer to close, we should see a reversal or at least a slowing down phase. But at least until this hits my profit, I like, it's a downtrend. I mean, this whole thing, this is all downtrend, and it's trying to fight it, but that's only because of Nasdaq hitting this low and filling this out. Because Nasdaq, of course, I mean, what the fuck? They're not 1-to-1, but they're close enough.
If you're not too sure, let's try it. If you're not too sure, let's try it. 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 If you're not too sure, let's try it.
Okay, so So I know no one's actually watching this, but like I was saying, hit the zone again. That could be your entry. Like if you're watching and this is live, then right now, if you're debating it, I mean, I'd go for it. If I wasn't already in a trade right now, I'd enter in off of this thinking it's going down, and I'd probably set the same target. So of course you'd make less, but you'd make, I think, 800, maybe even $1,000 if you had a mini. And this is on ES, by the way. This is on the S&P. So we got the last 5 minutes of this 15-minute candle. We'll see where it goes. For me, it's about 1 o'clock. There's 4 hours left of the market, so this is just about midday, mid-timing. If the whole market is in a consolidation phase, then today is not going to go down very much, and we'll have to take profits out soon. But still hella green today, so there's no complaints. Now on the 1 minute, that's a pretty big engulfing candle. That's never really a good sign. When it's against you, that is. Got 4 more minutes on this 5-minute candle. Lots of strong wicks pushing down. I don't know how I feel about that. I'd like to see this 5-minute candle make another wick, just like the other two. It's rejecting that yellow line pretty well. 968, 50 cents. It literally touched it like just like a tap. On the 1 minute, this last 1 minute would be a big red candle. We can zoom back in. Big red candles. Okay, all right, maybe not. It's all good. It's all good. Still, when we zoom in on the 1 minute, you can see it didn't like this. And as I mentioned, I marked it earlier. Yep. We're just waiting. As you can see, it's still fighting that counter trend. Okay, ES is making a new SMT. As you can see, it pushed higher than NASDAQ did. NASDAQ is close to... All right, never mind. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Jesus. She's pushing. She's pushing. We don't want her to be pushing. Oh, man. Not ideal. Small retrace. Come on. At this point, actually, we could use the retracement tool. Very bottom to the very top. Alright. We're still looking pretty gold as long as it just crashes from here on out. Yeah. I'd like to see it crash. Next 15 minutes open. Honestly, this is why I had my target where it was. Actually, if it were to, as long as it comes, this candle comes all the way back down and closes below this. Honestly, I mean, it's a safe bet to go for this one. And then this one's possible. But I really just want to take some profits out today, so I'm just gonna go for $2,000, 2,000. Should be decent. Man, it's still fighting that counter trend. We really need it to push past that. If it can't break that counter trend, okay, the 5 minutes not fucking helpful. If it can't break past that, then we're screwed. Oh, the 1 minute has. That's good. That's good. 15 minutes still needs to. 15 minutes says we're still on.
God, what? Okay. That's what what's up mean? No wonder we hear that. Okay, good.
But
I'm watching a 27 Puerto Rican Spanish words and phrases you should know. And there's this one that I've actually heard a bunch, and it means what's up.
qu'est-ce que c'est?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's this.
Que es la que? That's stupid. Qu'est-ce que c'est is what's up, isn't it?
That's, well, yeah, listen to how he says it.
Oh, I might be speaking French. Hold on.
Might be. Well, here, let me just take these off for a sec. Listen to how he's saying it. Because he says it really fast, so it doesn't seem like that's what it is. But listen. You gonna pause it really quick? Music. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I should not put that in.
So the first phrase we're going to cover is the phrase I use to start all my videos. Que la que hay.
Que la que hay. Okay.
That pretty much means
Yeah.
what's up.
Que la se que la.
That no. No. Try again.
I'll go back.
You added an extra K sound.
I don't like doing so much fun of you.
Oh my god.
Well, you feel like you're a enemy.
It was good.
Huh?
It was good.
No, we don't know why.
Man, honestly, this looks like the trade I took yesterday. I was also shorting it yesterday, and I would have entered in similar to where it's at right now. And then I'd just be on the hourly, and I'd be targeting the lows from yesterday. But there's a low here, low there. Those would be my targets. But that's like, if it were to hit that with the trade I've got right now, I'd make way too much. And I don't think they'd let me pass the yeah. Like, watch me make 10 grand. Yeah, no, we're gonna flag your account because that's not supposed to happen. What? The hourly is still looking fresh though. We got 10 minutes left on this hour, and then hopefully the next one just opens and dumps, and then call it a day.
Yeah. I'm putting these up there. That's all I use that for food.
But
All those- There, trash is on top of the trash. What? Get the fuck off me! God, you're just like fucking slimy.
Damn.
Number 2 in my fucking life. God, I hate fucking flies. Most unnecessary bugs ever.
So the first phrase we're going
Oh my god. I can't fucking concentrate. Fucking ass. Sorry, I'm like crashing out, but
Yeah.
they're in my eyelashes, babe.
Damn. I get it. They're annoying.
Fucking sucks. Thought my goddamn ass was out. You know what? Fine. It's because they got scared because I pulled this bitch out. Started whipping them hoes. Yes, what's up?
There's 2 people watching. Hooray. Maybe your crash out did it.
That's what I'm saying. So if you like say a bunch of people, the clips people would give me would probably be fucking hilarious.
Are we done with music?
Ew! I'm tossing your coffee out.
Okay.
There's unless you want Nat coffee.
I don't know. Are we done with music?
No, I just plugged it in back there so it wasn't wrapping around your leg.
Okay. Come on.
Put it back on. It was my bad.
You're good.
Oh, get off my face.
Do I not have a chat? I don't know how to see the chat. I don't know if anyone's commenting. That's kind of annoying. Up 1,400 right now. Only up about 700 on the day.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out how to end the day. They're both lines on me if I'm constantly moving.
What?
Huh?
What?
I can never hit the rate and the gnats get on landing on me. It's not just spinning, so they won't land on me.
Oh.
They won't land on me if I'm moving.
Oh my god, I was trying to record videos this morning on my phone and I kept having issues with my phone storage. And then the market opened. So I never really finished those videos. But sorry. I'm sorry. But I did get some of it done, so I'll probably just use that and then make the rest of it in a bit after I'm done with this live stream. We're up 1,500 right now. I honestly want to see a little bit more profit just because it makes my next day a little easier, so I can hit my target. If I hit my target, then I can take a profit because this is a funded account. I don't own the money that I'm trading with. I only own what I profit. So I'd like to see a little bit more come out of this trade. just because then tomorrow I don't have to make nearly as much. But this is already an amazing trade. Amazing trade. We're up 1,600 right now. That puts us up 1,000 for the day almost. Realistically, I would like to have more accounts than this, just because. I mean, think about it, 3 accounts, $1,600 each. That's almost $5,000. That'd be in one day. A lot of traders trade that way too. They'll copy trade across across different accounts that they own, and it'll lead to like insane leverage, insane scalability. Right now, my account's only big enough to even buy one mini without like risking too much. So like, sorry, this candle. Okay, so I want to see more profits. Especially for a trade like this, like you honestly could just leave it rolling forever. I could put it back down at my original target. I don't know if you're still watching, but whoever was in here, my first target was actually like all the way down here, set to like 3,500 something. But I really do not need to make that much. And since I think it'll blow my consistency rule. Yeah, no, it's way too much money. I don't need to make that much. I mean, like, you don't want to get greedy, you know? Like, the market's moving, but it's only going to move so much. And especially to the downside, like, you can only ask for so much when you're asking it to go down, because especially when you're shorting something like NASDAQ or ES, you're literally betting on the US economy. So if you're betting on it going down, that means you think the US economy is going to do bad, even if it's only for 5 minutes, even if it's a 5 minute trade. I think today is going to be bad, because today we got a new chair of Fed, like Trump removed Jerome Powell. I think that's why we see a lot of this weird phasing, because a lot of people probably think it's a good thing and a lot of people probably think it's a bad thing. And it looks like the people who think it's a bad thing took over because it's been going down since it decided on a direction. And I don't know if it's even been done yet, like if they've even chose who that could also cause the consolidation. I'm not much of a news trader. I don't really trade based on news information. So I'll look at news and I'll be aware of what news is coming out, but I don't typically watch it to see exactly what they say. And then, things get posted afterwards and they'll tell you what it says. But in the moment when you're trading, like, I'm focused on price action and that's it. Like, I want to know, what is price doing? How are these candles moving? What zones is it in? Are there imbalances? Is it, I don't know, like, all these things. You got to question everything that the market's doing. Everything. Once it breaks past this low, I think we're pretty good, and I'm going to sell out. Got 1,800 today so far, that is. So it's breaking past this low that it made. It's hitting this low. I think it's about time. I actually should have left my target right there because it would have just hit it. We don't need to talk about that. Let's not talk about that. I shouldn't have moved it. That's my fault. I could let it run a little longer, but I think next candle or two is gonna come back down and fill this zone. It's pretty good shit, guys. Pretty good shit, I'd say. Yep. Yep. Man, it wouldn't have even sold me out right there anyways. It's got to go down. There we go, boys. That holy shit. Okay. $1,900. We're up $1,200 on the day. And that's it. I mean, I'm not taking another trade. If I wanted to make more money on this, I would have stayed in the same trade. Like, it's not worth trying again. You can see I lost a little bit this morning, and then last night I did the same thing. So last night I was trying to trade this because it was set up for a perfect short. The thing is, I was being an idiot and I set my stop loss way too tight, and then I did the same thing right here. I set my stop loss way too tight, and then they both got hit, so I lost about $400 last night. So yeah. What even happened here? Oh no, that was the other day. Okay. Wait. Oh yeah, no. I made $200 yesterday, right after market opened back up. So that technically this was like this morning, but I got stopped out because I moved my stop loss to break even, and it got hit at about $200. So I got stopped out for $200. And then I took two more trades here and I lost 400. And then I think I lost another 200 on this one because I set my stop loss too close. Like it should have been higher than the move, right? Fucking idiot. But I missed out on this perfect trade. So we're back in it. We took another trade this morning. I think I lost another 300 on this. So that's where the negative 700 comes from. But then we took this. I entered in like right there, right on the cusp, because I had this zone marked out and this zone was getting hit. And so the next 5-minute candle came up and it respected that zone. And so I stayed in the trade. My stop loss was set above this. And then, yeah, made $1,900 more. I mean, yeah. Now it's just a matter of seeing if it actually fills the full trade, because like you don't want to get stuck in your head about these kind of things. But my next target was set right there. It definitely could come down and still hit this, but I think it was like 25 or 27,000 or $2,700, and I need to make that much because these funded accounts have a stupid consistency rule. The funded accounts make it as possible to actually hit their rules. So when it comes to this funded account, I can't make money in one day or it goes against it, and I have to make a certain amount of money to still hit profit. So right now I'm up $1,900. If I make $1,000 tomorrow, I'll be fine. But if I made $2,500 today, I'd have to make like $1,500 tomorrow to hit that consistency rule, which I'm not saying I can't. There's no point in making it harder on yourself than it should be, right? So yeah, we could have made even more money today because even this 5-minute candle is just pushing. It's literally made another maybe $500 right off rip. So like it's not to like get like caught up in your head about things like this, because yes, I could have made more money, but also I had a good trade, and that's really what matters, and that's really all we want to focus on is being right. Because if you're right, then inherently alongside that you will make money. So we were right today. We don't have to be right about how much money we made. That's not what's important. I could have taken one micro trade, and instead of making $1,900, I would have made $190. I could have done that today, and I would have felt just as good about this trade because I was right. But because it already made so much money, I just don't need to make any more. And like, there's no point in getting greedy about it, especially when you have a higher leveraged item like a mini. When you're talking about futures, there's no point in taking higher leverage, or there's no point in being greedy with higher leverage because you will make enough money. I mean, simply if I sold out within the first 10 minutes, I would have made plenty of money. Like anybody would have been happy with the money that came out of the first 10 minutes. But this account has $50,000 in it, and that trade cost about $20,000. So for me to only make $500 off of that trade wouldn't make a lot of sense, right? Like when you put a lot of money down, you want to make a good enough return out of it. I think this one, it came out to 40%, or we can check again too. My entry was about here. So if we double check this, we can put the take profit to where it sold me out. So we made about 50% of my trade. Yeah, about right there. So made about 54%. So it says 0.54, but it's really, I mean, it's really more than that. A full 1% of the trade would have been $3,000 because that's what, I mean, that's about how much the trade costs. So the trade costs about $30,000. 1% is going to be $3,000. But I made a little over 50% of 1%. Like, you don't actually make a whole 50% in one day. Like, that just doesn't happen of your account, because that would mean I'd make $20,000 today by putting $20,000 in. But that's just not even realistic. Or I think it'd be $34,000 because 1% is 3,400. But yeah, I think that's about it for today, guys. This should stay up on my YouTube channel, and y'all can go back and watch it whenever you need to. I'm gonna try and upload a vlog here in the next week or so, and for the next month or so, I'm gonna be going hard on putting information into this Discord channel. So if you're interested in actually learning and having like hands-on guidance where I can actually respond and talk to you, as well as every day I'll be doing a live stream. Whereas like this YouTube thing, I'm probably only going to do 3 times a week. On Discord, I'll be live streaming every day, and I'll be giving like feedback. I can do trade reviews. So we can go over your trades and I can tell you why it failed, or I can explain why it could have been better. Even if it was a winning trade, we can review it because there's always something that you could have done differently. Like the best trade are ones where it never goes into drawdown and it doesn't go past your take profit. Those are the best trades even possible. The thing is, those aren't very possible. So we want to get as close as we can to those targets. That way we are the best traders possible. Now it just takes reviewing, it takes learning, and it takes actually like learning from what you do wrong and what you do right and how you can improve it. Okay, that's it for today. I'm getting off.